Hey my friends, Joel Bouzade here. Today I wanted to have a conversation with you, and in particular talk to those of you that are out there and you're feeling stuck or lost or insecure or depressed or anxious. And I don't want to generalize how anyone's feeling at the moment, but I wanted to have a conversation with you about how to potentially move from where you are to perhaps your desired state or where you want to be. And one thing that I've noticed with the clients and beautiful people that I get to work with is that it is very common for us to be feeling these ways in this day and age with all of the demands and pressure that we put on ourselves. And so I think the first step to moving out of stuckness or insecurity or any form of depression is to acknowledge that where you are is okay. For most of us, we still have food on the table and a roof over our heads. And even though that it may seem like turmoil in between our ears, everything is actually okay. And when we can acknowledge that, when we can really accept that, then I think what we do is we cement a position in ourselves that says, this is where I am. And one of the things that you learn in coaching is that once you can establish where you are, it's a lot easier to then progress and move to where you want to go. So let's just assume for the purpose of this conversation that you want to go anywhere that isn't where you currently are. Maybe you want to have a freer mind, a more positive level of thinking, a better ratio of positive to negative thinking, or any of those kind of things. Then what I would say next is one of the fastest, most effective ways to move out of some of those states, if you like, is to start making completion in easy areas of life. So to grab the low-hanging fruit that is available to you and to get completion on such small activities like making your bed, like getting all the washing done, like reading just one chapter, like organizing that meeting with that friend that you haven't organized and you know you should organize. And the things that you really can control and get completion on, you want to start to build some momentum there, which is kind of like an internal tape that says, actually, Joel, you can do some stuff. You can get some results. That is definitely, I think, step number one. And as you build lots of momentum in step number one, you want to consider that in the near or distant future, you want to start to integrate more of the same, but you want to integrate a little bit more risk. Now, risk is going to be subjective to all of us, but if you can start to add some risk taking into those tasks, what you'll begin to do is create situations where you have to show up, where positive thinking has to be, where being vulnerable or courageous has to show up, because you're now risking something. And that, to me, is where we can start to breed a psychology or a mindset that shifts from stuck or worried or anxious into capable and ownership and great attitudes that produce great results. So if nothing more, I just wanted to open that conversation. If you've got any comments or questions, please post them below. And just remember, where you are is okay, and where you're going is going to be amazing.